What's going on, guys? So today's a little bit of a special day, a little bit of a stressful day. So I was supposed to already be on a road trip back up to Idaho to go see family, but our Merc kind of got murked on the highway. So now, if you see here, I got an engine hoist. We are going to roadkill the shit out of that to get it up and running as fast as we can. Hopefully I can rebuild it. I already talked to the machine shop that's fixing these cylinder heads, and they said that the issue was just too much carbon buildup and I was hanging the valve open. So we found our issue, inspected it, figured it out, looked like the motor, the bottom end could live again. So the only bad thing is I have not inspected how much metal gun oil, but judging by how little the lifter was worn down, it looked like we may have caught it just in time. So what does that mean? So I needed to get a bunch of parts on order ASAP. So I needed to pretty much overnight a lot of stuff from Summit Racing. So got a new cam coming in. It's going to be an Edelbrock Performer camshaft, so hopefully we get a little bit bumping, a little bit more torque and horsepower in this thing, get it breathing a little bit better. I could not swing an intake. I'm trying to keep this thing literally like as close to $2,000 as I can. Really like trying to be very tight with my budget on this one. I don't want to go off the rails with it, so I'm not going to. The only reason why I went with the Edelbrock cam was honestly it was just available, and I think it was like $50 more than the stock cam. So $50 for a couple more horses ain't gonna kill me. So I think I'm pretty close to my budget. Cylinder heads to be completely rebuilt was about $250, about $75 for like a gasket kit, couple $100 here and there in parts. So I'm already at about $1,000 in just a day, and then I even had to go ahead and dump some money on a new tool for the engine hoist just because I don't have one. It was about time I finally bought myself one. So, but I'm going to include all that in the budget and see if this budget's even feasible. So I still have not gotten fluids, so I still need coolant and oil, and so I need actually two types of oil. So I'm gonna need break-in oil, and I'm gonna need the high zinc oil for the road trip. And the road trip, I may even have to do a fucking oil change halfway because it's 900 miles each way. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this engine hoist together. The motor's already ready to come out. Already got the motor mounts undone. I think I have like 2 more bell housing bolts, and it's ready to pop right out. So I'm gonna go ahead, get everything set up, and get it ready to get yanked out. Alright, so just drained the oil in it, and honestly I think we may have gotten lucky on this guy. I don't see any shiny material whatsoever. I did my best to clean this oil pan with some brake cleaner and some fresh rags. So I mean, the oil is super black. Even when I drained it, I was looking at it. I could not see any shinies whatsoever. Alright, so we got the engine out. I kind of forgot to record, I'll be honest. We had to take off the entire hood, and then, I mean, it pretty much just came out like pretty simple. If you haven't seen someone take out a motor out of a car, then, well, sorry, but you missed it. But I went ahead and just cleaned off a lot of the carbon buildup, which there was a few that were, I think it was that one over there that was just super bad. Just super covered in carbon buildup. So I just took a nylon brush with a little bit of gasoline, cleaned it up, and then just kind of soaked the cylinders in some WD-40 for the meantime. So there you go. You can see some more over here. These were all just completely black, and they just had literal chunks of carbon buildup on them. So hopefully this helps it just run a little bit nicer. The cam, it's pretty much ready to come out. So I got a buddy who's gonna bring me an engine stand so we can put the motor on there. Then that way we'll be able to disassemble the engine and actually properly pull out the cam. We'll probably be able to check out that that lobe and see if there's anything super wrong with it. You can here see nice blue engine hoist I did get. This thing is actually really nice, super powder coated. Pretty much every square inch of this is powder coated, other than the cylinder, of course. But I actually really like it. It wasn't bad for 350 bucks. I kind of wanted to get a Harbor Freight one, but all the Harbor Freights were out of stock, and then the nearest one was like half-hour away. So I didn't want to waste a whole hour and a half just to get one of these. So I went just 5 minutes up the road to one of my local O'Reilly's, and they had one. So super stoked about it. Once we get that engine on a stand, I'll be able to pop everything off, pop the oil pan off and the front timing cover, and hopefully take a good peek at that cam and the rotating assembly. I also did get notifications that my parts say that they're going to be here very soon, so hopefully tomorrow we see some boxes of some goodies for the engine, and then we can finally start slapping this thing back together. So I'll call it a night for tonight, and then I'll probably keep the video going as we do the teardown. So catch you guys later. Alright, dope. So it's the next day. Awesome day. So last night I was able to acquire an engine stand. So huge shout out to one of my buddies, Wayne, who loaned me that engine stand. So hopefully this engine doesn't take too long on here, and the next motor will be the Coyote on the way to his house. So we already started getting a few parts in. First is our new timing setup, and if you got a keen eye, you would see that the cam is already out. I decided to just really push through and pull the cam. It wasn't very difficult, just had to take off a couple bolts on the timing cover, and actually I don't even think I needed to take off that one bolt that was right here, but once I got all that taken off, it just slid right out. So let's see if we can find the lobe that was in question. So I think this guy right here, this was another one. It was one of these guys right here that I saw that was also bad. So yeah, right here. So it would probably be like number 5 or 4, somewhere around there. So I think it would be one of these two guys. Oh, there it is. So there we have a nice flattened lobe. So camera's not picking it up too well, but you can see how there's a pretty nice flat spot on that guy. And then the one that we knew was bad was this guy over here. So that guy was pretty well shot, but for the looks of it, it looks like we just had 2 bad lifters and 2 bad lobes on the cam. So it's a good thing that we did order a new cam. All the rest of them, see, this is how they're kind of supposed to look with it, you know, nice and used. Supposed to still be flat. They actually have a very small crown, about 1/1000th. I think it's 1/1000th of a crown on here, so they're actually not perfectly flat. So looking at all of these, it looks like, yeah, we just had, oh shit. So there, yep, there's our nice bad one right there. Oh, come on, focus. The crazy part is that these valves weren't even loose. So, but see, that guy is probably this cam lobe right there, and then this guy hadn't gotten past that yet. So it looks like that guy was probably this guy over here. Let's keep turning this cam so we can see. It looks like it may have been that guy. But by the looks of it, it didn't do too much damage. Let's keep looking. And yeah, so okay, so correction, 3 bad lifters. Push rods are probably gonna be bent, no doubt about it. I'll fix that guy. So over here you can see that lobe was also starting to wear. A lot of these were starting to wear past the hardening point, because you know certain surfaces are hard, certain surfaces are softer. So yeah, so there you have it. Cam out, and hopefully I'm gonna start cleaning this up. I'm going to pull the oil pan off, clean it up as well. Trying not to make too big of a mess. And I did order a new oil pump rebuild kit for this thing, but it's not going to show up in time. So, and it's crazy, the oil pump is actually way up here. I don't even know how it picks up oil, honestly, with the oil pump up here. I think that's the oil pump anyways. It has the eccentric for it up in there. So I don't really know how it picks up oil. I guess the pickup tube must be in here, is if I were to guess. So just create suction through there. So yeah, so maybe that's where it picks up its oil from. And then of course we got a super oily sensor over here. I'm not honestly gonna even bother to touch that. I'm just gonna work on what I need to work on and just stay focused. So yeah, let's get this oil pan off and get this thing prepped to get the new cam in. So hopefully she survives. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna survive very long. Alrighty, well, let's see what we can do. Alright, so after putting a lot of thought into it, looks like clearly this motor is not going to get fixed. Very simply, this is full-blown rebuild territory now. That I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that cam bearing is completely wiped out, and then I did find a little bit more metal shavings in the motor. So this motor is going to get shipped out to machine shop, get fixed up the right way. I kind of just wanted to slap a cam in it and just send it, call it a day, but I don't think I should. I would just be throwing away money at that point. But hey, what can you do? So sometimes we take a gamble and we lose, so can't do nothing about it. So gonna stay positive, gonna keep moving forward with it. So hopefully some more parts arrive. I already did get a couple more boxes, so these are the gasket kits. Everything should be arriving here in the next few days. I'm gonna see how long it'll take to get this motor up and running. I'm on vacation for a week, so hopefully I'm not just sitting around twiddling my thumbs for that entire week. Hopefully I can get some progress on this thing done. I mean, there is a spare motor that I was looking into getting, but I think that would definitely make me go well over my budget. I don't think it's going to be feasible at the moment, especially with this motor being the way it is. But alrighty, so with that, I'll probably end the video here. Catch you guys later. Hopefully on the next video I'll have some better news. Peace.